renewable energy generation into grid station. My topic is German electric power case study. In this video, I'm going to discuss the Germany electric power case study. My name is Azam Iqbal and the course is Renewable Energy Integration and Application, Department of Mechanical Engineering, UT Lahore. In this topic, I'm going to cover the following outlines. First is overview of industry structure and policy prior to restructuring. The second is structure of electric power market of Germany. The third is key finding and structural reform. Last is evolution of resources. From first portion, I have to give you information regarding 1935 Act, reform up to 1994, role of European Union, etc. Okay, and then we are going to discuss the German transmission system operators, and then what are the key findings, what are the structural reforms that Germany has done with its power system, and then we will go on past, present, and future prospect. So let's start with the first section of this outline. Germany electric power case study. As we have to study regarding the Germany, also the renewable energy mainly relate with the geographical position of the country. So here's the Germany. Germany is a European country with a landscape of forest, river, mountain ranges, and North Sea beaches. So it has 2 millennia of history. Berlin is its capital, and it is situated between the Baltic and the North Sea to the north. So ये जो Germany, the Germany is situated between the Baltic and the North Sea. So here is the map of the Germany. So this is Baltic Sea and this is North Sea. This is the flag of the Germany for your information. And here one Berlin is present here, and the other Berlin is present here. No, it's a very good character that I've seen, and Money Heist. I really like this season. So there is 2 Berlin from now on. One is here on the map and one from the Money Heist. So let's move to the next slide. So here is the we should know about Germany and the Pakistan. As I'm Pakistani, so I relate these 2 countries, Germany and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Firstly, what is the largest city of capital city is Berlin, and the largest city and the capital city of Pakistan is Karachi. No, the capital city of Pakistan is Islamabad, but the largest city is Karachi. Official language is Germany, and official language of Pakistan is Urdu. The government in both the countries are federal type, and here is the chancellor. I will later tell you about Angela Merkel, who is this lady. The total area of Pakistan, there is a quite difference between these 2 area-wise, and the water sharing content is here, and the you can see the population. Pakistan is I have heard the news that Pakistan left the, I don't even know the country, what's the country name, it's Russia or something other country. So it's become the 5th most populous country in the world. Why? It is the 18th most. Germany is the 18th most populous country in the world. GDP of both the countries are this, and renewable percentage, Germany has 51% till 2021, while Pakistan has only 5% of renewable energy installation. So there is a quite difference between these 2. The government structure is same, but I can say that the priorities are different. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Now we have studied the geographical position of Germany. Now we are going, what are the prior policies in Germany. First of all, in the I can say that 1968 there is no renewable energy production in the whole country, but it make policies to enhance the renewable energy. Now study the 1935 National Energy Act. The 1935 National Energy Act, basically it is controlled by the state ministers under a cost plus rate of return principle. So it is not a very good act, I can say that, regarding renewable, but later on they find a way for carving the renewable energy production. The second reform up to 1997. The one must thing you remember as an engineering student, market liberalization, it is an economic term. It's mean that it's come from the word liberal. You have to take part in the national economic by the, I can say that the private entities to participate in the power generation, transmission and distribution. The second reform is 1997 reform. In 1997 reforms, there are 8 large energy supplier companies जो collectively that produces 79% of electricity. And other are 80 smaller regional entities that has only 10% of the national generation and also manage regional distribution and supply. Now, the third part is role of European Union. As Germany is a part of European country, so a European Union formulated as a strategy. The main feature of the strategy is to establish common rules for generation, transmission, and distribution throughout the Europe. This is a very fascinating step. They work on a common framework, so minimum requirement for regulation and market structure. And then we are moving toward the National Act of 1998. According to National Act 1998, full liberation of the electric sector. It's mean more and more private entities enter into the energy sector, which formulated this theory, which formulated a 51% of renewable. It has also removed barriers to entry for new generators and developed a framework to support non-discriminatory access to the grid. Now we are going to study electric power structure of market structure of the Germany. While for market structure, there are 4 companies in Germany. These 4 companies in Germany are responsible for generation, transmission, distribution, and supply. Here is the market structure. You can see that in this table. The market structure we are going to study in 1997, 1999, 2004, and 2012. In 1997, there total are 8 companies in the whole country that are controlling the whole electric supply. In 1999, they become 6 companies. 2004 and up to 2020, there are 4 companies. We can say that these companies are called TSOs. Later on, I will tell you what regarding the TSO. So these 4 companies are now managing with different entities. There are 700 to 800 municipal entities at the lower level. They work with each other and they supply energy from generation, transmission, distribution, and supply to the consumer. Now, what are TSO? German Transmission System Operator. There are 4 TSOs. The main responsibility for the TSO: number 1, to regulate grid operation; number 2, secure expansion of the grid; number 3, uninterrupted exchange of electricity across all regions using their power line; and number 5, last but not least, environmentally friendly technology. What are the 4 TSOs? Here is a map of the Germany. The first is Ampricon, the second is Transnet BW, the third is 50 Hz, the fourth is TANET. For example, let's discuss about Ampricon. Ampricon is going to handle this area, this red area, while the Transnet is responsible to supply electricity to this area, that is in yellow color, and the TANET is going to responsible for the supply of electricity this area, number 3. No, this is about the 50 Hz. And the area of the TANET is quite large. This is this. I can see this area is for TANET. Okay. There are 4 companies. Number 1 is Ampricon, number 2 is Transnet BW, TANET, and 50 Hz. Okay. They are, I can say that they are controlling the whole system. What are the key findings in structural reform? How the Germany jumped from 0 to 15% and planning to jump to 90 to 80% in 2050. The key reform that Germany has done is FIT, low carbon electricity and nuclear generation. Now we are going to study what is FIT. FIT is a feed-in tariff. Feed-in tariff offer contract advanced renewable tariff or renewable energy payment is a policy mechanism designed to accelerate investment in renewable energy technologies by offering long-term contract to renewable energy producer. So the basic I can say that the basic step in feed-in tariff is providing price certainty, long-term contract, and so on. A great study on FIT is done by International Energy Agency and the European Federation for Renewable Energy, and they concluded that well-adapted feed-in tariff regimes are generally the most efficient and effective support scheme for promoting renewable electricity. This is the first basic reform and first basic step to make progress in renewable energy is regarding FIT. FIT is feed-in tariff. The second step is low carbon emission. Low carbon emission means Germany entered into the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement is with signing of the Paris Agreement, country pledged to reduce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emission. So here is the graph. In 2020, Germany already achieved its negative 40% of target in carbon emission. Up to 2050, we're going to minimize this level up to 80 to 90% of greenhouse gas emission. Now this is for your information. This is not about the Germany. This is about US. We know that the US president hai, what is the name of this president? Is I think so. I just forgot. Oh my God, its name is Donald Trump. US decision to withdraw from Paris Agreement. And what does the German Chancellor say? This lady name is Angela Merkel. The decision can and will not stop all of us who feel responsible to protect the earth. There is no doubt that it's going to be a bumpy road, but I'm convinced that it is irrevocable. Okay. And for your information, Elon Musk, he is the founder of Tesla, and he is also number one. What I can say, millionaire in the world. He left behind Bezos, and what he said, I'm departing presidential council. Climate change is real. Leaving Paris is not good for America. So he just left Donald Trump advisory panel. This is for your information. Now back to Germany. The first step is FIT, second step is low carbon emission, and the third step is phase out of nuclear generation in Germany. So Germany decided to shut down a nuclear reactor. So he decided that up to 2022 he is going to shut down all of his nuclear power generation plant. What are the bases that the Germany decided to phase out from nuclear reactor? First is Chernobyl accident that is occurred in USSR in almost 1986. The second is Fukushima accident that is occurred in 2011 in Japan. Okay, now Germany decided that we should phase out from nuclear and goes to renewable sector. Now they are cutting out the energy generation from the from the nuclear plant and going toward the renewable energy. What is the fourth step is renewable energy agreement. The new renewable energy agreement follows the following step: to facilitate renewable, restructure of fossil fuel power plant, more rapid expansion of renewable energy, and integration into the energy system, wind energy as a central component, expansion of electric grid, smart grid and storage facilities, energy efficient building. So what is the content of this agreement is we have to phase out from nuclear reaction up to 2022. There is a 0% of renewable electric energy by nuclear. And greenhouse, they are deciding and they are promoting the reduction of greenhouse gas emission. And this is the basic structure: grid access, payment, financing budget, etc. Here is the milestone that Germany has achieved from 1991 up to 2020. Now we are going to study the evolution of resource mix. Let's see this diagram. Here, renewable energy is 50% of the total share, and the fossil fuel is 36.5%. Renewable energy comprises of wind, solar, biomass, hydropower. Wind is 27%, solar is 10%, biomass is 9%, hydropower is only 4%, while fossil fuel, lignite 17, anthracite 7, natural gas 12, nuclear is 13%. So renewable contribution is 50%, fossil fuel is 36%. Okay, here is a graph that shows that renewable energy entered the German market in 1920, and now up to 2014 it's become going on increasing pattern. While this represents the nuclear, it's going on decreasing pattern, and so on. Here is a renewable. For example, you can say that the first peak is wind, offshore, and wind. These two colors is regarding wind. Up to 20, we can see the pattern is 2020. This wind is going on increasing, while photovoltaic cell is also making a steep progress in the renewable sector. It's gone on increasing. So thank you so much. Here is Azam Iqbal. If you had any question regarding this, you can contact me. I'm going to give my email address here. So this is my email address. I'm going to type it. Azam Iqbal 537.com. Okay, here is my Gmail address. You can contact me if you had any question. I will be very happy if I can answer your queries, etc. Thank you so much.